Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm T.
And I'm V.
And today we are
reviewing Umbrella Academy Season 1 on Netflix. So let's see what it's all about.
Umbrella Academy Season 1 on Netflix. Did you know anything about it?
I didn't. Nothing. Not
right?
a darn thing.
Did you know it was a comic book?
Nope.
Okay.
I knew absolutely nothing about it until you were like, hey, there's a show I want to watch on Netflix called Umbrella Academy. And I was like, okay. He showed me the trailer and I was like, seems legit. That's what I say to everything. And we watched it. And
pleasantly surprised.
Quite enjoyed it, I have to say. I liked it a lot.
All around, the cast was great. The storyline was great. Chemistry between everybody was fantastic. The writing was great.
I have to say the character development was outstanding. It was, I think, one of the better character developments that I've seen on any series or any movie. Because I guess when you first meet these characters, you're really just, okay, like, what is this about? It's kind of strange, but that's about it.
So the storyline goes for the Umbrella Academy. It starts off with 43 women being pregnant instantaneously at the same time.
Whatever.
And having the children all at the same time. Not one of them were previously pregnant.
No. So basically the beginning of the show shows a girl flirting with a boy and jumping into a pool. And then she was clearly not pregnant. Clearly not pregnant. And then she jumps into the pool, all of a sudden she's pregnant, and there's blood in the pool because she's giving birth.
And the baby's born. Right then and there. Yeah. That happens all around the world for 43 other women. And this, well, they claim him as crazy, but this eccentric billionaire, Sir Reginald Hargreaves, played by Colm Floor?
Probably saying it wrong, sorry.
Probably. He goes and tries to buy the kids.
He buys 7 of the 43 kids.
Yes.
We don't know, like, they still haven't revealed that yet in season 1, how these women got pregnant, like what exactly happened. Nobody knows what happens to the other 36 kids because they don't disclose that information. They don't say if they went on to live long and healthy lives, if they have any ability. They don't say nothing.
Nothing at all.
No, not yet.
Not yet, at least. So he finds the 7 and he raises them from young and trains them to be heroes.
Adopted 6 children, gifted with abilities far beyond the ordinary. I give you the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, because they all have a certain capabilities.
All of them have some abilities. The only one that they say that doesn't have one is number 7, who's played by Ellen Page, and that's Vanya Hargreaves.
Yeah.
Yes. So everybody else has superpowers. And the numbers are, I guess, their leadership roles too.
I guess because they never really clarify. Or maybe it's the number of when he got each one of them. That could be. Yeah. I don't think they really explained that, but there's still time.
It's just the way it felt throughout the season because Tom Hopper, who plays Luther Hargreaves, is number 1.
She has like the leadership role.
Yes.
That everybody looks to him like.
And Diego Hargreaves is played by David Castaneda. He is number 2, and he really does feel like a number 2.
Yeah. So back to Luther real fast. Luther Hargreaves. He's got the typical strong man. Powerful, very strong.
Super strong.
David Castaneda Diego Hargreaves is who his character is. He has a ability I haven't really seen too much, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And he can basically
throw a knife
with precision.
And not just straight or in a line of sight kind of way. He throws it and it bends around and and like if you're going around a corner, it'll catch you around the corner, which is insane. And for you Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fans, he's kind of like the Raphael, the one who's doing the right thing, but it does it in a way that not everybody agrees.
Yeah.
Rough around the edges.
Yeah.
Then you have number 3, Allison Hargreaves, is played by Emmy Raver Blackman.
Yes. So she has, again, another power that seems to be rather cool because you never see it. She can basically get you to do whatever she wants by saying, I heard a rumor. That's how she always starts it. I heard a rumor.
So basically, I heard a rumor that you like to touch your face.
No, you don't have that power. She has that power to get pretty much anybody to do whatever they want. Kind of cool. I'm digging it.
And that power comes majorly into play into this in this series.
Yes, later on. And then you have number 4, which is my personal favorite, played by Robert Sheehan, Klaus Hargreaves. I love him so much. I loved him from the beginning. He is very eccentric. Mm-hmm. He is very out there. He's really, and almost you can look at him as like he's really strange. He's really weird.
Yeah, he's the quote-unquote drug addict guy.
Yeah, he looks like he was born in the wrong time period.
Yeah. And he, at first, I didn't buy as hard as she did. Yeah. But she played the role so well and was so endearing at moments and so flat out hilarious at moments that you can't help but love Klaus.
Yeah, and again, like all of these characters that we're mentioning, they all have that huge character development. I think by far he was one of my favorites just because, like we said, he was the druggie. He was the guy that, typical druggie, alcoholic, doing everything wrong. But once you like come to the end of the 10 episode season, you see that the reason why he is the way he is, and then you start to get it, and you start to sympathize with him a little bit more. His power, by the way, is to basically see dead people. Yeah, he sees dead people. Yeah. His power is also explored a little more at the end of season 1. Yes. So I'm interested in seeing what he can do in season 2 because at first it was just like, oh, he just sees dead people, he talks to dead people. Yeah. Okay. Well,
but it expands.
Yeah,
it expands.
Because right then and there, where you're just like, oh, he just sees dead people, you're like, that's it. Yeah. That's what you do.
He has the most layers on a character that has been peeled
like
out.
An onion.
Like an onion in this season specifically. Not to say that everybody doesn't have layers. They do. I believe that Klaus's character has the most unveiled in throughout the series, at least in my personal opinion.
I think so. Okay. I think so.
So then we have the number 5.
Number 5 is number 5, and number 5 is played by Aidan Gallagher. He doesn't have a name. So apparently in the series, he was lost. Yeah. Got lost. But this kid and our daughter actually told us.
Yes. The main show that she knows him about is called Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn. Yeah. And he plays Nicky.
Yeah, so she was like, when we showed her like the
poster behind us.
Poster that we have behind us, she's like, oh yeah, I know that kid. And we're like, how do you know that kid? So obviously she watches Disney Channel. She's
Nickelodeon.
Oh, excuse me. Disney. Well, she watches all the Teen Bopper stuff on Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, all that great stuff. So she knew him. She knew who he was. And I have to say, like, he's 16 right now, probably at the filming of this particular season, probably the 13, 14. I have to say, he really sold it because in this series you'll see that in this particular season of this series you will see that he starts off as a regular 13-year-old with the rest of them, and he's up to 13-year-old antics and the things that 13-year-olds do. And then you'll notice that there's something that happens where he goes through time, and then he comes back to the present day, which is 2019, or when this was released in 2018, right? And he is now like an 80-something-year-old man. But he plays, like he is a young kid playing an 80-something-year-old man, and I believe that he is an 80-something-year-old man, and he's stuck in the body of this 13, 14-year-old. I believe it.
It just seems like all the characters had so much to build upon, and they just had fun. Yeah. Right? They had fun. So now the next in line is number 6, Ben Hargraves, played by Justin Min, who has the ability to have tentacles come out of his chest.
Kind of cool. Kind of weird.
Kind of creepy.
So, a little weird, but
he, out of all of them, I believe has the most, I guess, diminished role, for lack of a better term.
I guess he can go in and like really get a situation cleared up.
Yeah, no, but I mean, his character is kind of like a little bit sidelined, and you'll see in the show as to why for a couple of the episodes, I guess you could say. Yeah. So
good, like. Probably like I don't think he pops up until like 4. Something like that.
But his character is got such great chemistry with Klaus's character, and it's just.
And obviously you'll see why.
And they all act like siblings.
They do. They act like they grew up together.
Yeah. These writers made it feel so much like a real family. Like just the little things that the siblings do, and it just shows that you don't have to be from blood, because we don't know if they are because of the whole storyline with the 43 or whatever. But on a side note, they're basically adopted, and brought together, and they just it just shows you how different families can be formed, and I think it was really telling of how they wrote them as siblings, and I think it was very well done in that aspect.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where, like if you have siblings out there, if you're watching this and you have siblings, and you know your sibling can pick on you and you can fight with them and you can beat them up and you can throw bad words at them, but if somebody else does it, it's like no, you're not allowed to. I can do that. You are not allowed to. So you feel that. You feel that kind of chemistry with them where you're like, oh, I can pick on them all I want, but you're not allowed to. Yeah. You're not part of this.
Yeah. And that brings us to number 7, who is played by Ellen Page, and it's Vanya Hargreaves. She's the only one that she doesn't have powers.
You find out more about her.
Yeah.
I have to say, Ellen Page is very underrated. I believe underrated as an actress. From what I've seen. I think she did an outstanding job. I think that, you know, there's this part where she has to be very emotional. She has to cry. She got me a little teared up. She also wrote a book in this movie that kind of tore everybody apart too, because she was giving like kind of the inside look on her life growing up with basically a super family, and she wasn't one of them.
So imagine being a part of a super family, but you're not super. You're the odd one out.
Yep. Yeah.
Kind of a flip of the X-Men, I guess you could say. Because in the X-Men lore, the X-Men are pushed, set aside like outcasts and looked as weirdos because they have powers. She, in this show, is not looked upon as a weirdo, but is treated not so great by the father figure, Mr. Reginald Hargreaves.
That's the 7.
That's the 7.
So those are the big 7. Now you also have Mom.
Yeah.
Mom is played by Jordan Claire Robbins. Her name is Grace Hargreaves. She is your typical Stepford wife. She looks exactly how if you pull up Stepford wives in Google, she would be there because she has that big Leave It to Beaver, like it's fitted up here, and then that big puffy skirt with the apron around her waist. Her hair is always done nicely. She has the red lips, and she never kind of knows what's going on. No emotion for her, but yeah, she's Mom.
They do also have a pseudo father figure in the character of Pogo.
Yeah, Pogo. I
love Pogo. Pogo is a chimpanzee that has been altered genetically, and he is basically Alfred and Caesar from Planet of the Apes combined.
Yeah, and I love him so much.
I love him. No, he became one of my favorite characters just because of how warm he was, and it's just, he's just.
You can tell he's there for the kids too. Like he is really there for them. That's why I guess Alfred as well.
Also, there's 2 characters that really stand out that are, I guess, antagonists. That's Cha-Cha and Hazel, played by Mary J. Blige and Cameron Britton, respectively.
Mary J. Blige, like I love her as a singer. I love her. I think she's amazing. She definitely looks amazing. Like I don't even know how old she actually is. We would have to like look that up.
49.
No, I can't even believe that. She doesn't even look like it. She's in this cast. There was a magnificently selected cast.
Yes.
Mary J. Blige, she was not my favorite actress, and that's not saying a lot because, again, I still think she did a good job. But what I think really helped her was the fact that Cameron Britton is a fantastic supporting actor. He really made her shine. He helped her to shine.
He must be he seems like a very giving actor that he gives all he can to help bring up whoever's in the scene with him. And he does such a fantastic job. The chemistry he has with her is great. He just brings this reserved charisma that shines so hard on screen. The entire cast is just so good at what they do and so great.
Yeah.
This entire show is just fantastic from top to bottom, from the acting, the writing, the chemistry, the directing, the music. They had some great, the Tiffany song.
I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone. So but when I heard that, like I wasn't expecting that. I don't think anybody was.
Nope.
But it's like it's a part where they all come back together after being apart because they're all adults, and obviously adults leave the house. And then when they come back, I think it's Luther.
Yeah,
starts putting on a record player, and I was just like, oh my god, where are they going with this? And then I was like,
it's what siblings do.
Yes, and you could really, and that was the first time really that you could see like, dude, they are siblings. So we have a good nifty way
of reviewing and grading these shows, movies, and trailers.
Yes, it's called The Booth. So, this is what we do. On a scale of 0 being to 5 being yay! So on a scale of 1 to 5, we rate these trailers, movies, reviews, whatever we're doing. I will give this season 1 Umbrella Academy 4.5.
Alright.
Why, you ask? Did you ask that?
Why?
Okay. I'm doing it because I feel like I will eventually probably give the overall series, if it goes the way I believe that it's gonna go, I will probably give the overall series a 5. The reason why I want to leave it at a 4.5 is because I kind of want to see where they go next, and I'm leaving room for even better. What about you?
4.5 for me too. It's the anticipation thing of what's to come.
Yeah. And there's so much they can do.
Yes.
Because they left a lot of doors open.
Yes.
But they did really good character development in season 1.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, it didn't leave you unsatisfied.
Correct, yes.
It really came to a full circle, and season 1 storyline ended, and it ended well.
Yes.
I believe. The strong ending. But it left you saying, what's going to happen now?
Yeah. Remember to subscribe to our channel.
Yep.
Hit the notification bell.
Yep.
And become a part of the hashtag TV Nation.
And like this video, please. It
like it and share it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're helping us out. We appreciate you.
Uh-huh.
And for all of you that follow us currently, thank you very much. We appreciate you.
We do.
Alright, guys. With that being said, we want you to have a great day.
And do great things.
See you later.
Bye. Stop now. Stop now.
Oh, so you didn't tell me that. Why is it too long?
Just a bit.
Okay.